Hello Internet, welcome back to the Blade Showcase for Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and today we're going to be featuring a very special blade, a very much so hyped up blade. This is KOS-MOS, and some people recognize this particular character being from a previous Xenosaga game, but KOS-MOS is one of the big three Ether Cannon users in comparison to Sheba and Herald, and she's going to be the last Ether Cannon that we're going to be covering on this channel right now. What makes KOS-MOS so special is that, in comparison to Sheba and Herald, she has more of an emphasis on being super safe, as you can see based on her affinity chart. So the thing about her main passives is that, pretty much straight off the bat, they wanted her to be as effective as quickly as possible, and that's what you see with the phase transition tech. This annuls enemy defense and increases the damage of all of your specials. This is very useful, particularly for your Special 2. The Special 2 is, in my opinion, one of the best in the entire game, because it's very simple. It restores 30% of the damage to the whole party on level 1, and when you max it out, it's a whopping 50%. This is extremely useful because it's an AoE, so everyone that is hit in this area of effect is going to get a heal. This usually means full heal at endgame. It's extremely effective, not to mention that you get the damage increase. You're guaranteed a full heal every single time. It's really good. Use it as a emergency cooldown. That's combo 2. The other thing that you have to look at is her hyperclock. This is like a more, I suppose, user-friendly version of Herald's passive, where in this case it may do less damage for you, but you also take less damage in comparison to Herald, where you would do more damage but also take more damage. In this case, getting max affinity is always very easy. We've covered this before. If you have Hunter's Chemistry or Shoulder to Shoulder, then you can make use of this every single time consistently. This is a very good skill for when you have very short encounters, and quite useful if you just want to have max affinity for all of your blades during a more drawn-out super boss fight, for example. There's also Encephalon. This is very useful. One of the better ones to have on the Ether Cannons, like Sheba has something to that effect, where you would have lower aggro buildup. I'd say that this one is even better. And that's kind of the thing about KOS-MOS, though, is that she's a very safe kind of character. She is also completely random, compared to Sheba and Herald, where you can purchase Shebas, and you have to unlock Heralds through a mini-quest. This particular blade is completely random, but people that do get her are very lucky, because she has like every tool that you need to survive the main storyline very easily, and in post-game, she actually works quite well. Like, if I were to rank the power of all the different Ether Cannons, I would actually say that KOS-MOS fits somewhere in the middle, in that she kind of plays straight away, but not quite as bursty as, say, Herald, and she can last quite a bit in the battle, but she doesn't have a massive scaling like Sheba does. But otherwise, though, she's very good. But for today's showcase, we're going to do something very interesting. We're actually going to be combining all three of them on the same setup, and that's going to be something to look forward to in the demonstration. But before I go into that and cut the video, we're going to look at the auxiliary cores that we're using. We're going to be using Hunter's Chemistry 5 as usual, because we want to make use of her passive as fast as possible. We also have Affinity Max Attack 4. This is pretty useful overall just because it's an increase to damage, so once she has the once she has all of this, she'll be able to have extra damage straight away. And there's Auto Attack Stealth. It's very easy to draw aggro when you're playing as Ether Cannon, so anything that we can do to patch that up in conjunction with her passive is always welcome. And you'll actually notice on the available cores, Fast Blade Switch 4 will be on both Herald and Sheba, so hint hint, that's what you guys are going to see in today's demonstration. Hope you guys look forward to it. Alright, so here we are, once again, the Profane's place. We're going to be fighting against Tyrannotitan Kuradil, Mr. Ice Cube Man. Now, this is a very simple fight, as I've said before, but one of the things that you'll have to look forward to is the fact that, again, being an Ether Cannon user, it's very easy to pick up aggro. What we're going to be doing is that we are going to be playing as not just KOS-MOS, but Sheba and Herald. We're going to use them all together with their combined power, and the thing about KOS-MOS, I've already mentioned that her Blade Combo 2 is probably the best in the game just because it's a team heal, which you will see fairly shortly how effective it is at healing. I'm going to wait for all of the cooldowns to come back. you'll actually notice that we are using the World Tree Drop. The World Tree Drop is an extremely useful piece of equipment because the more you switch, the more powerful you'll get. Each of the 3 big ether cannons are, like, they have their own ways of reaching amazing amounts of damage, but some of them reach faster than others, while some are more focused on getting it later. So that's what you're going to notice over here. KOS-MOS, she fits somewhere along the middle, where she might not have the amazing ceiling that, say, Sheba has, but she also plays very well early on, although not as straight out of the box as, say, Herald. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to continuously do Ruinous Weather, very easy because we're going to be going from light into water. And you'll actually notice with Sheba, when she does her level 3 combo, not only will the entire party be invincible for this animation, the boss is going to drop some money. Now, once this finishes, I am going to quickly start cancelling the rest of my abilities, so that when it's time for us to switch back to KOS-MOS, we're going to be able to just run around and quickly pick up all that money. I'm attracting this guy's attention, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and kite him. Alright, so we're going to quickly start cancelling some more, go straight into the combo 2, don't even want to wait for that animation to finish, and run, kite him, pick up all the money. Try to prioritize the stacks, because that's going to be the thing that gives Sheba her damage. And again, we're going to be going once more. We already have the maxed out affinity. Let's see. I should have cancelled it out, that one, but that's okay. One thing that's going to happen is that as the battle draws on, like, having invincibility in this particular fight is extremely important. And we're going to be making use of that again with Sheba and her attack. So quickly cancel this one out. We got lucky, we got ourselves a topple. Start cancelling, start spamming. We're going to be taking aggro really quickly, even with our auxiliary cores. Okay, so I see a battle alert coming in. I'm going to see if he's going to do any reaction to that. Nope, all the aggro is off of us. This is perfect. Alright, you know what? Go for straight for the Ruinous Weather. We're going to be invincible during this cannon. So that's kind of the thing, though, is that Herald sort of serves as the go-between for this particular fight. We're not going to focus on using her too much because, you know, like, for those of you guys that are familiar with this channel, we've already had about 2 videos completely focused on Herald, so I think she deserves a bit of a break here. But she does serve as a nice go-between, and that's very important. So we'll probably go for a switch. We didn't have to, but again, we get that free damage anyway. So, okay, do you know what? We'll go into a Photon. This won't be a heal, but in any other situation, this would be a guard break attack. So, it's not particularly, it's not, you know, it's not really essential over here, but all things considered, it's quite nice. I'm going to get doomed. I'm going to park myself right beside Morag, because I'm going to fall down, and that's going to actually reset the cooldown of my blade switches. That's okay though, because again, we're just kiting, we're being relatively safe despite the fact that we're drawing a lot of aggro. And I also have 2 tanks on my team. Having 2 tanks is extremely useful for helping manage the aggro a little bit, but again, this is a very spammy playstyle that we're running with, so we might or might not be able to keep the aggro off of us for very long. Again, full heal. I'm not too worried. Once I see the there's that one attack where he just totally nukes the entire team, I will be able to survive it because I have a titanium vest, but even then, there is still that possibility. Also, Morag doesn't have any innate sustain. There are no healers on this particular team either, so we're going to be relying completely on KOS-MOS. She is fantastic. Again, it's a really good special. Okay, so you want to go ahead and cancel, go into the Ruinous Weather. He's going to go for a Titan's Awakening. This is the beginning of Phase 2. You'll actually see we've only done this a handful of times, but he's already sizably chunked at this point. And what's going to happen is that we're going to start canceling some more. Let's see. Yeah, you want to cancel into this one, just give ourselves some free damage. And the Haywire Chain Shot is a... It gives us the damage bonus if we cancel attacks, and we have to be doing that anyway, so you might as well just use that one if you're going to be using any arts at all. Like, you know, for Heralds, we won't be spending that much time. So again, going over here, he's going for the Twin Barrel Cannon. We're fairly healthy. If I had less health, this would have been pretty troublesome, but again, Titanium Vest is quite useful. Those are the 2 accessories that we're going to be using. Okay, Ultra Annihilation Flare. Do you know what? I don't want to deal with this ever. Ultra Annihilation Flare is a heavy amount of damage. We're just going to go ahead and not go into Sheba this time. Instead, we are going to just use Morag to give us the invincibility. These are the kind of decisions you have to make. If you want, worst case scenario, you can also try using the, what's it called, chain attacks. Okay, so this is a Rampage train. If he's targeting you while he's using it, even if you get out of the way, it's still going to hit you. Hopefully, I should be able to get a heal off for this one. Perfect. Toro was able to get the aggro just in time. Again, get yourself to a safe space. This is actually a very easy arena to maneuver anyway. And let's see if we can get ourselves another Gamma Ray, shall we? And there we go. And you know what? Not even bother with a chain attack cancel anyway. Go run. If you position yourself over here and do some auto attacks, you can actually cause him to do the Bone Crusher, but you're out of range, so that won't matter. Okay, you know what? Cancel. And let's go for the Ruinous Weather one more time. Morag might die, and if that's the case, then I'm just gonna have to go ahead and ditch most of my riches. I saw a money, what's it called, a big sack of gold over there, so I might even be interested in that. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna let Tora do some stuff, and while that's happening, I'm gonna quickly run over to Morag, because it would, like, I just enjoy having more tanks on the team, especially when playing as an Ether Cannon. These things are fairly common. If you're lucky, you might actually get a lot of topples, but if that doesn't happen, that's fine too. You know what? We'll have... Hopefully we can get this combo to finish. And if not, let's go ahead and switch to Herald. Alright, hopefully we can get this to finish off. Okay, so there's two Fanes. Tora should be able to survive us. He has a lot of HP. We're gonna be okay. And a Murder Ray. Oh, that's exactly what I don't need. Okay. So yeah, this is the troublesome situation. Hopefully... Yeah, they should be able to get me just fine. I should have just stayed on... You know what I should have done? That was my mistake. I should have just stayed on KOS-MOS. But here's the thing about Herald, though. Whenever you auto-attack, you get the free HP for every auto-attack. As long as he doesn't do any giant, what's it called? Okay, this could be a problem for Morag. Okay, no, we're good. Yeah, that's fine. You know what? This should give us a meter anyway. Okay, so I'm going to quickly pick her up and start canceling so that I can do another team heal for us. Again, split-second decisions need to be made for this kind of thing. So start canceling like crazy. Cancel this attack as well. And then go, like, don't even bother with the timing. Again, if you need to not attack, or if you need to cancel attack just so you can do a special, it's totally worth it. Always worth it. Okay, so do you want to switch back to Herald? This is Gamma Ray, so we're going to get a Ruinous Weather right after this. Keep switching, again, spam. The nice thing about playing on Zeke is that Blowback Cannon pushes you backwards. That's very useful if you are trying to cherry-pick Tyranno Titan from behind, because if he does the Bone Crusher and you're out of range, he's still going to do it. He's going to waste time that could have been spent attacking your allies. And instead, he will be just, you know, wasting his attacks, wasting his time. It's great. Okay, so again, here's the... Oh, Ultra Annihilation Flare. I don't want to deal with this. You know what? No. We're going to go ahead and burn the meter because we're here. KOS-MOS, the creature is currently weak to KOS-MOS right now, so why not go for that attack? And we have a Brigid on our team, so we're going to be able to break this straight away. We didn't even have to worry about building orbs for this entire fight. Usually whenever we do these fights, we're going for the orbs, but this time, no need. Again, we're just buying ourselves time. This won't even be a kill, I don't believe. But that's okay. KOS-MOS, this is a full heal again. It's a very good special. I cannot stress enough how much I like KOS-MOS's Blade Special number 2. That's why a lot of people consider her OP. I've had a lot of comments. I really like her. I'm not saying that she's bad. In fact, I would make the argument that she's very, very good. All the Ether Cannons are, except for Azami, unfortunately, because she was my first one. I feel bad. But that's kind of the thing, though. See, that was easy. Like, we were, like, you know, we've had a hiccup, sure, but it's so easy to fix because KOS-MOS is such a safe Ether Cannon to play as. It's like, yeah, so like really anyone that's lucky enough to get her, congratulations, because she works wonders on everyday play. Like, again, to sort of sum up my own personal impressions of what these characters are like, KOS-MOS is more of a very safe, Yeah, very, very safe, easy to use, user-friendly kind of character where she can start off pretty easily, although not as quickly as Herald, and she has a lot of late game or drawn-out value, but not quite as much as Sheba. She fits in a very comfortable middle spot, and I don't see how that can make her possibly bad. She is a fantastic blade, and I totally recommend her to anyone that just wants to have a lot of fun with either cannons. 3 guns, people! There will be no padding on this channel today. Take care, everyone.